ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ನಾನು ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಕುಲಕರ್ಣಿ, ಪದವಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ, 6 ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷು, ಮಾದನಹಿಪ್ಪರಗ, GHPS ಮಾದನಹಿಪ್ಪರಗ, ಆಳಂದ ತಾಲೂಕು, ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲಾ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ 10 ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆ 10 ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ತಮ್ಮ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಅಥವಾ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಬ್ಲಾಗನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾವನ್ನು, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಡಿಯೋ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ you will enjoy the video. This is my first video on YouTube channel. Let us start. I would like to share my video on YouTube channel with you, especially ನಮ್ಮ 6ರಿಂದ 8 ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಇದು ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಕಡಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಸತತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ, ಕಠಿಣ ಶ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಕಠಿಣ ಇಲ್ಲ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೂಡ ಬಳಸ್ತೀನಿ. I would like to start in English only. As you know that if I go on teaching grammar through giving same definition and example, the students may not understand, or they may feel bored. So instead of doing so, I thought that why shouldn't I teach grammar through stories? As you know that children are fond of stories. They love stories very much. So if we teach grammar through stories, they can keep in mind for longer time, and it will be firmly fixed in their mind. So that hoping that and I have decided to make this video. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಜನರಲಾಗಿ ಅದೇ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನು, ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ಕಠಿಣ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೋರು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕತೆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಯಾಕೆ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು? ಕತೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕತೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗ್ರಾಮರನ್ನು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಭಾಳ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಮರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಶೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಬೋರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದೇರ್ classroom walls, and if they daily while attending classes, so that they can look at the models and charts, and so that they will firmly fix in mind. Actually I think it's my I believe, and it's my opinion. ಸೊ ಡೈಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನೋಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರಿಗೆ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ತಜ್ಞರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಟುಡೇ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. I'm going to say parts of speech story. I'm going to teach parts of speech through a story. I hope that you will enjoy the story and you like the story very much. Let us start. Once upon a time there were a couple. Do you know couple means husband and wife? So name of the husband was Noun. Example, in our house, if anybody writes a letter to our house, whose name do they address? Yes, obviously, you are absolutely correct. Father's name. Noun means father represented name, and we also take our father's name as initial. So noun means father, and father represented name. Noun is a name of any person, place, animal, bird or thing. Thing means which we can see, which we can smell, which we can hear, which we can taste, and which we can touch. Next, He had a beautiful wife. Can anyone guess what was the name of his wife? No, your guessing is wrong. His wife's name was not a pronoun. In fact, her name was verb. If you take example of our family, domestic maximum in our house, what does a mother or wife do? Yes, she does domestic work or she takes care of entire house like cleaning, preparing food, cleaning dishes or utensils, washing the clothes, etc. etc. She does the work. So mother means verb. Verb represented action or work. Verb is a word which is used to denote an action. For example, I drink tea. Drink is verb. They are going to market. Are going. She has completed her work. Has completed. He got prize. Got is a verb. The couple had three children. They had two sons and one daughter. So name of the eldest son was pronoun. Can anyone tell that if our father goes on some work, instead of his father, who takes care of your house? Yes, you are absolutely right, eldest son. So pronoun or eldest son was working in his father's absence. It means whenever his father was not at house or whenever his father went on some work, he used to take care of the house. So pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. Example: I, me, we, our, ourselves, us, he, him, his, himself, she, her, herself, we, our, ourselves, they, them, themselves, etc. etc. So next, a second son. Name of the second son was an adjective. By profession, he was a poet. The duty of a poet describing about anything. So he was always describing about his father's qualities. My father is like this. My father is like that. So an adjective is a word which is used to describe about a noun's qualities. Adjective means to add something to the meaning of the noun. For example, he is a tall boy. Tall is describing about a boy. She is beautiful girl. Beautiful is describing about a girl's qualities. It is hot coffee. Hot is describing about how the coffee is. There are 20 students in the class. So 20 word is telling about how many students are there, numbers, etc. The words which describe about nouns are called adjectives. Next, as we discussed, as I told you earlier, third one was a daughter. Her name was adverb. How an adjective was fond of his father, she was also fond of her mother. She was also describing about her mother's qualities. My mother is like this, my mother is like that. Apart from her mother, she was also describing about her second brother. Who was second brother? Yes, adjective. She was also describing about her second brother's qualities, and sometimes she was blowing her own trumpet. Means sometimes she was describing about her own qualities. An adverb is a word which is used to describe about a verb, adjective, or another adverb. If you take example, he walks slowly. How does he walk? Slowly. Slowly word is describing about how the action is taking place. Here in this sentence, slowly is describing how the action is going on. So this is an adverb. Next, this is very interesting movie. How the movie is interesting. What is interesting? Interesting is an adjective. Here, an adverb is describing about adjective qualities. At last, an elephant walks very slowly or so slowly. How does elephant walk? Slowly. How slowly does it walk? Very slowly or so slowly. So very or so is an adverb. Being an adverb, it is describing about another verb that means slowly quality. So in the like this we have discussed noun. He had a father-in-law, means his wife's brother. He might be younger brother or elder brother. So sometimes brother-in-law, his name was a preposition. He was working before a son, and sometimes he was working before father, and he was representing, or he was describing what the son or father has relationship with other member of the house. Preposition is a word which is used before a noun or pronoun to show its relationship with anything else. Example, the book is on the table. On is telling what the book and table has relationship. She jumped into the pool. Into is telling what she pronoun and the pool have relationship. India won against Pakistan. Against is telling what India and Pakistan have relationship, etc. So next, the family had a good family friend. He was very loving and caring friend. Though he had no blood relationship with the family, he was actively and happily mingling with the family. So he was working like a joiner or linker type. He was working like a bridge. Conjunction. His name was conjunction. Conjunction is a word which is used to join two words or two sentences. For example, Rama and Lakshmana were brothers. Here and is joining Rama and Lakshmana. He came late because he missed the bus. Because he is telling, because he is joining two sentences. Work hard or you will fail in exam. Or is joining two sentences like this. Conjunction joins. Conjunction works like joining. Joining two words or two sentences. At last, but not least, the family had a good neighbor. His name was interjection. Though he had no blood relationship with the family, whenever that family witnessed some happy, some joyous moments, he used to laugh heartily with them. And whenever that family witnessed some grief or pain, he used to cry or weep with them. Like he was actively, he was mingling or involving in their both sorrow and happiness. So interjection is a word which is used to denote a sudden feeling. A sudden feeling may be of happiness, grief or surprise. ತಕ್ಷಣದ ಭಾವನೆ ಒಕ್ಕಟ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕ ಮಾಡುವೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಈ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಈ ಚಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ತೋರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಆದರೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಗ್ರಾಮರನ್ನು ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಿದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಬ್ಲಾಗಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ನನ್ನ ವಿಷಯ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ನಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬಾಂಧವರಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದರ ಸಹೋದರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ನೈಸ್ ಡೇ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.